Welcome back to Let's Play Storm of Zehir. Last time I learned how to bash locks, and so we completed every quest that I'm aware of that we can do in Act 1. Let me just double check that we can't do anything with missing associates. Okay, so this is actually just our hook for when we get to Act 2. The Lady's Apprentice is literally just, yeah, you can trade and stuff. And then Sabotage is our main quest. So we need to head west of Semergol to the Choke Mist Cave. If I didn't mention it in the last episode, I've decided that forget the bounty quests. The only unique item you get from them is a item that's infinite casts of the light spell, which is, fun fact, not at all useful in vanilla NWN2. It might be useful on certain servers. I don't know if that's a thing. But if you're just playing the core game, not at all useful. Which means that pretty much no encounters are worthwhile for me. Oh, there's a tower over here. This small crumbling tower... Oh, this is a small crumbling tower. Most of the floors have collapsed, but the lower one still seems sturdy. A large, thick wooden door seems to be the only entrance. Listen at the tower door. Hear the guttural tongue of goblinoids, most likely bugbears. Yeah, we can utterly destroy pretty much any goblinoid creature, I'm sure. Yeah. You do not mess with a level 10 party. A potion of some sort, a +1 War Mace, which is translated into cash, and it's a Cure Light Wound potion.
Get in step. Follow me.
Let's see. Nothing lootable. It said multiple floors seemed sturdy, but is it really just one fight? Huh. Guess this was more of a way to get a +1 weapon early? Huh. Alright, into Choke Mist Cave we go. Strange spores, carried aloft by a soft wind originating from within the cave, occasionally billow forth from the cave mouth. Examine the spores. The spores, when inhaled in sufficient quantity, can cause the victim to become delirious and irrational. Walking near patches of these plants should be avoided. Not a massive area here.
Get here.
I've just come here to talk. We're willing to parley. How sweet. I, however, am not. You've become big enough inconvenience to the plans of my lord that it's best you were taken care of. You should take it as a compliment. Not many receive such regard. Your lord? Who's that? Not to worry, you'll meet him soon enough. I should be able to find at least one of you worthy to sacrifice, and my favor will grow. Ah, I tire of waiting. Let us bring that moment closer to being. had enough of your talk. Whatever or whoever you are, we'll end you.
Indeed.
Oh, you're a caster. I did not expect that. Storm of missiles, attack. In fact, smite evil. Frenzy and attack. Just charge.
This is your end.
Summon your companion.
I have sight.
Ah, he's running. And click boxes are being weird.
Nothing walks away.
Okay, this is unfortunate for Sarnea. Somehow she lived through all that. Scorching Ray, and he should go down, yeah. So that was a bunch of spiders. My death won't matter. My lord will finish you eventually. And carries an amulet, a saboteur's stiletto, dragon bile, emerald, improved alchemist's fire, and improved choking powder. Yeah, I'm just gonna lob that stuff in there and then sell it next time we're in town. Oh, I also have gloves of swordplay, which will actually be useful for you. The amulet is one of natural armor +1, which I think,
Attack! Attack! Attack!
yeah, you could use. Saboteur's stiletto. Slicked with a thin sheen of acid, the bronze of this dagger doesn't seem to sizzle or corrode from its constant presence, instead working hideous wonders on the flesh of its enemies. Though the saboteur preferred to kill by stealth, you suspect he employed this deadly little weapon against his foes more than once. It's a dagger with 1d4 acid, and it's a +1 dagger. Alright, since these are crafting materials, I'm going to dump them in here. So, there is no difference between gems and gems that are used for crafting. Dragon Bile does 3d6 strength damage. Alright. Yeah, let's just get out of here. I've noticed that Tempest Keep was probably the biggest dungeon so far. Just fight the Batiri. I might get some ore out of it, I guess. Like, pretty much every other dungeon is like a couple hallways and maybe 2 rooms. No, the Selkle mines were also fairly big. I'm not being entirely fair. GP. GP. And that's it. And again, the random encounters have pretty much no value to me, other than, okay, I get a couple, like maybe a couple hundred more gold if I'm lucky. Yeah, the world map here seems kind of buggy. I wonder if there are any, like, big name modules that make use of it. I just walked right past the skeletons. That makes me strangely happy. Alright. Goldbrook will do the talking. He did the killing. I don't know who actually got the killing blow, but...
I
Sasani.
presume you have been tracking the saboteur. Have you met with much luck?
The damn plan was a trap. Luer was a Yuan Ti and he was waiting for us.
What? How can that... How do you know?
Either he was a Yuan Ti or he had a bad case of flaky, scaly skin. What do you
Gods
think?
and demons, if anyone followed you, if anyone should discover this, or suspect we have any connection, hells, we are all of us in great danger. Even in death, the saboteur can strike.
My lady, beware. A guard approaches.
Yes, thank you, Master Volo. Captain Dajos, we meet again. What brings you to this mercantile house today?
An order from the council. It seems you've had rather troubling luck with your employees of late. I hear reports that one of them sabotaged your ship and might have had dealings with the Yuan Ti.
That employee was summarily dismissed shortly after the shipwreck. I filed the paperwork with the Mercantile Affairs Committee. And if you should insinuate that I and my company have anything to do with the snake folk,
Your authority over me is no longer recognized, Sasani. In fact, by order of the council, you are to leave Samargol immediately while this matter is investigated, and care of your merchant company is to be remanded to your highest-ranking inferior. In this case, the
Just
resident
not gonna
Chanuka.
pay attention to the fact that Goldbrook is wearing
also,
guard
be at
armor.
ease. I should be glad to have you run the company in my temporary absence.
Very well. The council expects to see you gone by sunset tomorrow, Sasani, or you'll be considered guilty and be put to the sword. Good day.
Fine. Then I shall not wait for the Northern Hub's reply to my missive. We shall use the portal of the gnomes. It is time I examined our operations at Crossroad Keep personally.
Sasani, you must reconsider. Could we not relocate to Rasatan for the time being instead? The council can be reasoned with. If we leave the country, they could interpret that as guilt, and we shall be as good as dead.
I understand, Nasirin, but there is no chance that the Council will even listen to us. They already dislike how much trade we control in this city to begin with. OC is more than capable of managing this place on his own.
I thank you, my lady. I shall do my best to keep things running with the utmost smoothness and efficiency.
Nasirin, Volo, and myself shall depart for the portal at once, under the guise of a routine trade meeting in Taruin. You, on the other hand, should use more caution on your approach. We shall meet you in Crossroad Keep when you arrive.
Take care in the north, my friends. The Sword Coast has become a base and lawless place in the wake of the Shadow War. I would not return, but that the Lady Sasani has requested it of me, and I am powerless to resist the demands of a beautiful woman.
Freaking Volo. A new feat. Wanted. As a member of Sasani's entourage, you become a persona non grata in Samarok. Yeah, let's get out of here quickly. Like, I'm not even gonna rest, which is probably a horrible mistake. I really should play more Neverwinter Nights 2 games, honestly. Like, as frustrating as the AI can be, just... I guess I should just say I should play Neverwinter Nights games in general more. I don't know what the big name modules are. I know there is like a RuneScape fan game server, but that's a server, not like a game I can play on my own. I guess I don't know how reasonable it is to play an Iron Man type account on that game. Mollier RS, I think. I love that they're clock roaches. Alright, let's talk to Doll.
So, you're back, huh? What can I help you with?
How is everything at the camp? Calmer, mostly, although our mechanic seems to be sad. Haven't gotten much of a chance to talk to her. Tends to natter a little. If you've got the time, you might want to see what the problem is. Well, maybe later. Ari has a quest? Did something happen to your golems? Yes, all of a sudden they just started acting weird and my clock roaches all ran away. If someone doesn't do something, they're programmed to clean, and with their acid they might... Oh my, why did they run away? We'll see what we can do. Oh, thank you. If you brought me the pieces to at least 4 of them, I'm sure I could figure out what went wrong. Maybe I'll make you something special.
Yeah? What?
So... Are they going to be in the map? I don't think they are. Oh, I actually completely missed this in the quest list. So there is one thing we can do. I don't think this is really grinding necessarily. I should have sold the bounties while I could. Maybe in whatever city in the Sword Coast we wind up in, there will be a bounty buyer there. But there is no way I'm going back to Samargol right now. Actually, what is the item that we get? Oh, it actually gives us a clock roach we can command. Let's see. How long will it take us to get encounters with them? They should still be near the camp. Alright, none of them have shown up, but I'm going to chalk this up as a bounty quest, because as cool as the collapsible clock roach would be, I'm not doing that. I don't want to grind. Alright, Doll.
So, you're back, huh? What can I help you with?
We need to get to Crossroad Keep. Yeah, I should have known. Sasani and her crew showed up not long ago with the same request. Looked to be in a bit more than the usual hurry. New faces with her, too. I don't know what's going on, but I know better than to ask. That's why I'm so good at my job. And, of course, the massive chests full of gold she had with her help, too. She mentioned it should cover your transport fare, too, so you're all set. We're ready to leave. Alright, then. Everything should be ready, although I should warn you, I haven't worked out all the kinks in the system yet. But it should be perfectly safe, mostly. Now, I've got everything set up, so you should be ready to go at any moment now. Wait, you don't have any metal on you, do you? Are you kidding me? Watch yourself around... Oh, easy, easy, small joke. You're ready to go. Have a safe trip. Watch yourself around here. Oh! teleported into the middle of a random dungeon. Good. I'm glad that this happened. We just... that necromancer... just imagine being that necromancer. Just... imagine being that necromancer. Oh my god, you're just doing your necromancy thing, raising skeletons, and suddenly a party of adventurers. They don't come from the entrance. They come from the deepest room of the crypt. I now realize I should have right-clicked to disarm that, but whatever. We got a set of armor, which is armor of comfort. The interlocking plates, greaves, and gauntlets of this armor appear heavy and cumbersome to wear. However, once the armor is donned, it feels as comfortable and light as a well-tailored tunic. The armor also exudes a faint scent of lavender to cover up any unseemly warrior odors. So it's heavy armor, +2 heavy armor, with +2 heal, and it's only 20% of its weight. The gilded armor gives +3 intimidate, which I don't really need. Oh man, you need heavy armor. Oh, that'll be amazing once you actually take that feat. Jesus. Examine the plain stone sarcophagus.
Ready.
A light shield, which is Shield of the Watch. This shield originated in the faraway Shar in the armory of a fighting brigade called the Watch, a group of warrior Wemics. The goals of these half-men, half-lions were never fully disclosed. Oh, so like the things in Quest for Glory. They were trained in extensive trading of weapons for information, however, and neighboring communities of the region learned to fear and avoid them. Distrust of the group may have been justified, as several nomadic human tribes of the region did disappear over time. So, +2 versus human shield.
Yeah? What?
An emerald. Jeez. I actually feel bad for the necromancer. He never knew what hit him. Alright, we are on the Sword Coast, though. And to the north is Crossroad Keep. Giant Spider Colony. A colony of giant spiders. Yeah, we're resting after this fight. In case there was somehow any question about it. Oh, now I get a bunch of them. I like that the map is exactly the same as the one for when you're in Semirok. That's good. Dude, can you imagine an open world game with this map system? Not as buggy, but it's like all of Farron. Farron is the main plane. Like the one that people think of when they think of Forgotten Realms, right? I'm not mixing stuff up. There's Leon. You approach the central square of Leon, a small mining community. The quiet in the village is occasionally punctuated by the sound of a smelter working in the distance. Let's go to the common room of the tavern. That seems to be a good place to find work. Finch.
Greetings, travelers. Stopping by for a song, are you?
I would be welcome, yes.
Such kindness. How can I help but oblige you? Truthfully, my best instrument is my own voice, but I must save that for a larger performance, if I'm ever actually able to perform where I'm scheduled.
I'd love to see you perform. Where would you play?
In Neverwinter is where I am bound to sing at the Wailing Wench, except for the fact that the city has barred me from entry.
What happened?
A woman happened is what? A beauty came to see my latest performance there and asked for a somewhat personal encore. Had I known she was married, I'd have been scandalized, I tell you. Sadly, the woman's husband is a noble of some note and convinced the authorities I stole his Lantanese timepiece. Nonsense. I steal hearts, perhaps. Not clockwork. If you would be so kind as to speak to Sir Naval for me and profess to my obvious innocence, I would be let back into the city to perform. And
Oh, so we do go to Neverwinter
yours.
in this expansion. Okay. Barely injured. What? What happened? Also, I love that they just let the raptor in here. High Road Patrol.
I shall.
This feels like somewhere there would be stuff. But apparently not. Is there any stuff in this swamp? A monstrous band. West Harbor. Oh, that's the town you started in the core campaign. Huh. Yeah, that's the starting town from the core campaign. That's cool. You're now leaving West Harbor. The West Harbor militia will be unable to protect you beyond this point. The West Harbor Gate is up here. Carol Nemerem.
Halt there! State your name and business.
Adventurers on the High Road for coin and combat. You're adventurers? Well, it may be that we could use your help, if you're interested, of course. Welcome to West Harbor. You'll want to talk to Mayor Buckham. He's over there by the training field. That's cool that they're reusing the town. Kay Lannon and Kiri Lannon.
Did you come to scare the dragons away? Weapons or
Dragons? Pitney Jr. Lannon.
Be in charge. Look at me. I'm a dragon too. Rawr.
I like when they get, like, actual children to do lines. Like, it. I always imagine it's the developers' kids. It makes me smile. Shaden Zinn.
Hello, traveler. How can I be of service?
What kind of services do you offer, mister? Shaden Zinn is my name, and I'm afraid the clothes are an affectation that I'm unable to rid myself of. I am a merchant, formerly of Neverwinter, but I lost everything after the Shadow War. I moved here for a life that is simpler, finer. For my services, I can offer a small selection of goods, and perhaps a few other baubles that might catch your eye. Well, show me what you have for sale. Oh, you weren't kidding about alchemical silver. Lore holds that shapeshifters and some fiends are especially vulnerable to the bite of silver weaponry. These arrows are tipped with alchemical silver heads, and a hair-thin sheen of the metal coats the rest of the projectile. And then you also sell cold iron. Cold forged iron is beaten into shape with nothing but raw brute strength. Popular lore asserts that fey creatures and some fiends are especially vulnerable to cold iron. Though the cold iron heads of these arrows lack elegance, they remain wickedly sharp and capable nonetheless. So you sell... Oh, also Shadaran bows. A short bow. Mighty +4. And Zalantar bows. Mighty +2. Zalantar, called Blackwood in the north, is a very strong, lightweight bow that ranges from dark chestnut to nearly black. Zalantar trees are found in subtropical regions, but the immense utility of their wood means that Zalantar lumber is exported all over Farron. Arcane energy seems to flow easily through Zalantar wood, and many Blackwood items are also magically enhanced. So I will go ahead and pick up a Sheridan shortbow for Sardinea.
I can carry no more.
And that's going to be her new true shot once I find a crafting station. I can also offload some other stuff. Oh, you will buy bounty items. Probably for significantly less than I would get for them otherwise, but I'm gonna sell the Dragon Vial as... No, I'll hold on to that. Sell the Dagger. +1 War Mace. How do I make gauntlets of ogre power? Chain gloves and emerald and adamantine. Oh! That's actually fairly easy for me. And that's +2 to strength. Gem of Seeing. Diamond and a Hag Eye. Enables the user to see as though they were affected by a true seeing spell. Loot of Charming, charm person once per day. Ring of Invisibility, cast invisibility unlimited times. A silver ring, a rogue stone, and a phase spider leg. Huh. I'm gonna sell the gems that don't seem to come up in crafting recipes. I think greenstone is used in something. Star Sapphire is probably used in a wondrous item. Sell the Canary Diamond. And the Fire Opals. I feel like I'm going to get another tier of craftable upgrades. Natural armor +2. And you don't sell anything, any crafting recipes yourself. Alright. Interesting that we're starting to get to different material weapons. Laszlo Buckman.
New faces, eh? Name's Laszlo Buckman. I'm the mayor. If Carol let you in, you probably came to help us out, correct?
What is it you need help with? A couple of old black dragons out in the swamp seem to have their eyes set on West Harbor, want to conquer the town. This village has been through a lot, and we're preparing to fight them off as best we can. Good thing their wings are all gnarled. They can't fly over the walls that way. That's odd. Usually dragons are just crab wanderers to the swamp. Any idea why they seem set on West Harbor? I'm sure I don't know. The minds of dragons are odd things, unpredictable, but they're after this village, that's certain. I've got something to make it worth your while, though. Harvest mead. Old family recipe. Used to be shipped all over the Sword Coast before West Harbor got burnt the first time. If you're selling, guaranteed folks will buy. I get the feeling you're not telling us everything. Well, this situation's gotten a little more complicated recently. Our wizard, Tarmos, his spells help keep this wall solid, but he went off to scout the dragon's cave and hasn't come back for days. 2 of my best fighters went to find him, but so far, nothing. I'll give you a hand, but you better not skimp on the reward. Glad to hear it. The lair is somewhere in the mirror. I suspect it's pretty well hidden, so it may take some searching. Best be prepared for that. In the meantime, you're welcome to take a look around. Just don't get too cozy. I'll help how I can. I'll help how you can. Get some questions. Yeah, none of that is really interesting to me. Quarrel.
Fascinating. Yes. I think I see.
Josnan Kell?
Will you tell this old man to hurry up and fight me?
Denivar Clegg.
Good day, strangers.
A house I can go into. Resisted all damage from your attack. A specific key is required to open that object. Weird. Goodwife Aruna.
This is in West Harbor. That's uncommon. Well, if you'll be needing supplies or healing, I'll help you best I can. Also, if it's not too much trouble, I had a small request for you.
Some of the ground around these houses looks newly turned. Looks like the town took in more than a few new faces. We're more refugees than new faces. Come here from other villages in the Mere. Came from Wanderfin myself. It's a place to the south that got taken by the swamp. Did a lot of villagers get consumed by the swamp? Not a lot of villages out here to begin with, but yes, some. Those that weren't. The wasting shadows took many, and the undead, they did for the rest. Are there still a lot of undead around? Not so much anymore. Still a few here and there, but they don't harry us like they used to. Occasionally some poor corpse stumbles out of the swamp, but the militia knocks it over and sets it aflame before it can be much of a bother. Alright, what's this request of yours? When I fled Wanderfin, I had lizard folk at my heels. I dropped a shawl, and I saw them pick it up. You might run into some lizard folk in the swamps here. It sounds strange to say, but if you find my shawl with them, may I have it back? Small, hand-woven, well-worn. You'll know it should you come across it. Well, I'm not quite terribly interested in finding an old lady's blanket, but fine, we'll keep an eye out. Thank you, travelers. That would mean a great deal to me. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? Let's see those supplies. Recipes for alchemical silver, equipment, stone of alarm, thieves' tools, potions of aid and cure serious wounds. Interesting. Frenya Marshborn.
Oh, hello, travelers. I assume you've spoken with my father.
I haven't cast any divining spells, so you're going to have to point him out to me first. Oh, pardon me, I've totally forgotten. My name's Jan Buckman. My father was over there, Laszlo Buckman, the mayor. Having a parent responsible for the town's welfare, that's a lot to live up to. Oh yes, my father has done so much for this town. He's faced such dangerous things, put his life on the line, made deals for our safety. I want to live up to that example. Deals for our safety? What do you mean? What kind of deals? Deals? Did I say deals? Just my imagination is all deals. Master Tarmus says I quite the imagination. So does my friend Shaden. You'll find Master Tarmus, won't you? You seem nervous. Are you hiding something? I was just overexcited as all. Misspoke. My father's a great man, and I know he'd do anything he could to protect the village. Now, I must get back to studying. I wouldn't want to disappoint Master Tarmus when he returns. Right. Of course not. I really apologize for that. Yappy dogs. Alright, so there's one building up there, 2 exits, and then another building to the west. A graveyard. Oh, it's a ruined shack. Probably the graveyard keeper's shack. So there are 2 quests in this town. I guess it makes sense that the town that existed in the first game would be the most fleshed out. That's another burned out building that apparently someone still farms in front of. Alright. Let's go back to the map and start searching for the Dragon's Lair at level 10. This isn't going to go well. Let's see. Dragon's Lair would be the best part to look for him. And there are lizard men around. Crap, where did he say... Somewhere in the mare. Pretty well hidden, might take some searching. He didn't specify a direction. I do want to fight lizard men if I run into them. I didn't expect it to actually be marked already. Let's go ahead and save. They're injured, but they're still dragons. Partially formed from the wreckage of a sunken manor house, these caves are half covered by foliage and reek of swamp muck, and dragon rot. Judging from the footprints leading into the cave, it's likely a dragon's lair within. A badly designed, beautifully animated game lies within. Oh yeah, that's a proper dragon's lair right there. Pitney Lannon.
Are you bound from West Harbor?
Yes, who are you? I think the gods Buckman sent assistance. Fortunately, no need though. Guinea and Pitney here have saved me. So stupid of me looking for some weakness here. Was attacked by lizardmen, hit a trap. Don't even know where the dragons are. So you didn't find the dragons? No sign. If you could catch them unawares, however, you could perhaps... Hush, Tarmus. Save your strength. We'll be back at West Harbor in no time. Watch yourself in here, travelers. Full of traps and nasties. Best of luck to you. So, come through here in... Well, I don't even have disarm trap on anyone, really, so... It wouldn't even be helpful. Wait, you're dazed. Wow. Wow! These are high-level lizardmen. Why aren't you using bolt +1s? Now would be a good time to cast, Divine Favor and Aid. Oh, Jesus. Who's carrying a crap load of healing? Yeah. Oh god, I don't think I can stabilize him quite. Oh, jeez. Cast another AoE spell there. I'm sorry, I had to move so I can do that instead of automatically moving. So I'm going to go back to town and request healing after a single encounter. That's how this went. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this is a weird freaking situation right here. Okay, so that's the whole room cleared. Potion of Owl's Wisdom. Potion of Cure Moderate Wounds and a Potion of Aid. Someone picked up a wand. Where is that? What was it? Oh, we have another Wand of Frost. This one is also level 1. That is useless. Sacred Chest. The Goodwife's Shawl and miscellaneous small object unidentified. Which is Relic of Simuena. Looking like little more than a small claw carved out of limestone, a faint magical presence clings to the item, empowering it. 5% acid immunity bonus and disease +1. Or disease saves +1. Well, we learned to not barge right into these rooms because things are actually difficult again. Let's go ahead and turn the shawl in. Get some healing. And then next time we'll make another attack on the keep. Figurative keep. A status effect. I believe that status effect is called death. Alright, there's Laszlo.
Thank the gods you made it here safely. I didn't know if the dragons were like to try and meld you the moment you got in sight of the village. One of them is patrolling. I don't know where.
I saw tracks on the way here. Close, but not too close. What happened? It was one of the dragons, not Tarmus. When Pitney and Guinea brought him in, the second he was back in the gates, he changed back. Lizardmen came out of the forest, and the other dragon with them. My gods, this is all my fault. Calm yourself, Laszlo. You're not to blame. We all thought he was a real Tarmas. How could you have known different? You don't understand. It's more complicated than that. What the hells are you talking about? When we were rebuilding West Harbor, every night, undead would come out of the swamp, ghouls and zombies and worse. Sometimes we would kill them before they took someone, but not always. We know all this, Laz. What are you getting on about? The dragons. When they came back, I thought they would finish us, but I thought maybe with the gold we had, we could make a deal. So you bribed them to take care of your undead problem in exchange for tribute. What then? Laszlo, you didn't! Yes, it's true. I offered them tribute to kill the undead, and it worked, for a time. When I ran out of money, I offered them harvest mead. If I'd only known, they weren't mad for it. Insatiable. They wanted more than I could give, and now it's the reason I have West Harbor captive. Should have known black dragons wouldn't keep their deal. It's not in their nature. I didn't expect it to end like this for Shantae's sake. I wanted to protect the village, and I would do anything to keep West Harbor safe, and now I can't do it alone. We need to do something about those dragons. One of them, the one that took the shape of Tarmos, Vorag Hamanthar, is over in the field across from the gates. Offer him a challenge. He'll be amused enough to accept. If you can find out what became of Tarmos too, that would be a kindness. Jan, my boy, said he cast spells that would tell him if the wizard was dead, and so far, things seem fine. Right, back to looking for the wizard and killing dragons when we're at it. Hope you're still offering up that mead as a reward. Aye, the mead, and any more we can make. If you want to buy it, it'd be a kindness if you'd sell it for us. The dragons have themselves a hoard too. Once they're dead, I wager it'll be free for you to loot. I'll keep an eye out for the other one for now, but we'll be right behind you. When we see you face that dragon, we'll ready ourselves to save the village. Oh, the game thinks I cleared the dungeon. Yeah, Vorag, hang on, buddy. This is... The palisade is closed. Oh, God. Okay. We have to go to the other town for healing, and we can't turn in the shawl. Oh, God. Oh, God. We're going to be fighting a black dragon. We are going to be fighting a black dragon. We're going to be fighting a black dragon. That is horrifying. Let's donate 1,000 gold. Oh, we get a buff for that. Let's request healing. 500 gold. And let's see what they sell before we end off. Maybe they'll have a couple trinkets that'll help. Belts of agility. Oh, you actually sell stat items. Boots of the Sun Soul. The original version of these boots were said to be worn by the wise wanderer Teki Jin of Karatur. As he traveled and grew in strength, Teki was joined by students who would follow in his path. When a student left to travel their own path, Teki would pass his old boots to his student to remind them that every path under the sun should be walked in the wisdom of the past. After his death, many copies of his boots would show up in the stores, each supposedly handed down from Teki to a student. Even if these copies are nothing more than clever forgeries, they do seem to assist the wearer in avoiding enemy attacks. Okay, so AC bonus items for monks. Ooh! You got some good stuff in here. Gauntlets of Ochre power. Yes. Why do you have a longbow? Let's see. Natural armor +2. Yeah. Oh, no. That needs to go to my actual tank. Chime of Opening. Casts Knock. That would actually be really good. Gem of Brightness. Casts Blindness, Deafness. Cast Light. Cast Sunbeam. Ooh, Sunbeam is good. Alright. Next time on Let's Play Storm of Zehir, we're going to be fighting a dragon. Yeah, nothing special, just fighting a dragon.